Hi everyone, so today I wanted to share with you my beauty favorites for the month of April. And just a quick mention, I know that you might notice that some of the things on my bookshelf have been taken down, but it's just because I am moving. So if you watch my most recent video, which is a vlog video of some updates and me shopping and showing you guys like my little crock pot meal that I made, in that video I do explain why I'm moving, and so that's going to be happening in the next couple weeks. So little by little things will start to disappear from my background. So if it gets empty to where there's nothing behind me, just know that, you know, I'm moving and things are going to be changing. So I wanted to share with you guys my favorites. As you all know, like I've said in probably a couple favorite videos already, I don't really spend a lot of time doing really fancy makeup. I try to find ways to really cut down on a lot of time and make things very easy and very simple. It's something pretty much universal across the board for moms. We try to do as much as we can in our day, and a lot of the times our day is consumed by doing other things and taking care of, you know, kids and, you know, just home stuff, that sometimes our needs kind of take the back burner a little bit. And so instead of like neglecting myself and not wearing makeup or, you know, not feeling pretty, I just find ways and things that really do, I guess, provide the easiest way of applying things, things that, you know, really give me good coverage, just very simple basic things. You know, instead of using a lipstick, use a lip butter, for example. That's, if you're wondering, that's what I'm wearing today. I'm wearing one of my new lip butters. It's from Revlon and it's the color Sorbet. It's part of their spring line. So something like this, instead of wearing lip liner and lipstick, I can just throw this on. I can just do it without a mirror in the car. Things that really just make my everyday life easier. And one of the first things I want to show you is my BB cream. I have mentioned this in other favorites video, and I do have a review that will be up. I just decided to put up the vlog video instead of a review, which I was planning on doing this one. But anyways, that'll be up eventually. But I wear the one for combo to oily, and I wear the shade light medium. I think it just cuts down on a lot of time. I can put this on with my fingers. If I want to spend a little extra time, I use a brush. I use the Sigma Angle Top Kabuki brush, and this gives me a really great coverage, makes my skin look even. It just makes everything look like, you know, I have perfect skin when I really don't. So I really like this because I don't, like I said, I don't need to sit in front of my makeup mirrors and lights to put this on. I could do it right out of the shower. I can wash my face in the morning and throw this on, and a little bit of concealer, and then I look like everything is even and I'm good to go. So that's why I like this product. And again, like I mentioned earlier, like the lip butters, I do like these lip butters because I just think that they're really good and they just make everything just so much easier. And if you're wondering, I did exchange one of my other lip butters that I bought, which was the Pink Lemonade from the spring collection, because it pretty much went on clear, just basic clear gloss, and I wanted some color. So I went and got Juicy Papaya, and it's definitely much better and a lot more pigmentation. It's a nice, like, true peach shade. Nice coral for the summer. Anyways, so keeping along with the theme of making things easy for me, I really like a good liquid liner, and one that I have been reaching for a lot when I just want something very simple. If I want to just put on eyeliner, mascara, I go to this eyeliner, and it's the Maybelline Master Precise by Eye Studio. And I've used this in a couple tutorials as well. I use the classic black one just because I like the impact that it gives, and that's just, you know, a very quick line that I just drew on. It makes it super easy. It's super pigmented and super rich in black, and the actual felt tip of it, it's actually pretty long. So when you lay it against the base of your lashes, you only have to do like a couple movements of your hand and you have a complete line, versus some of them that are a little bit stubbier and shorter that you have to just keep, you know, moving along the side, the shape of your eye. This is just place it and pull it a little bit. This is one that I can just place it and drag it right across, and it doesn't skip. It just glides very smoothly and it's very rich. And I've had this for a couple months and it's still just as new. It doesn't feel like it's drying out at all. So these are great, and it's a drugstore find. Again, it's something, again, simple and easy. The next thing is my CoverGirl Clump Crusher Mascara. I am a big fan of the regular CoverGirl Lash Blast, the volume, the orange tube. I've been using it for years, since it's been out. It's one that I always have a backup in my drawers, just in case one of my other ones that I'm using currently dries out. I always have that as my backup, and I always fall back to that. And when I've tried a lot of mascaras from the drugstore or even high-end, which I don't do as often as I used to anymore because I feel like the drugstore mascaras are getting a lot better now, and there's no need for me to spend $25 on a mascara anymore. So whenever I keep trying drugstore mascaras and I don't find one that I like, and I just have all these mascaras that I'm so disappointed with, I always seem to go back to the CoverGirl Volume one because for me it's perfect. So when they came out with this Clump Crusher, I was a little bit concerned if it was going to be kind of like a gimmicky thing. I never really get mascaras that have a curl wand, or like I should say a kind of like a spoon-shaped wand that's made for like curling. Mascaras typically have them. This one has just a slight little bit of a bend. Not too much. It's not like one of those exaggerated deep bends that just look like weird things, but this one actually has, hopefully my camera will focus, has a lot of tiny little bristles. And again, this is just like the regular Lash Blast Volume, that it has the rubber mascara wand, and then the little teeth are very tiny little bristles, and they're also rubber ones as well. And this one has a little bit of give, but not too much. I love the way this makes my lashes look. With one coat, it really does provide in lots of volume. It defines my lashes, it separates them. If I put 2 or 3 coats on it, I don't get any clumps, which I guess is the whole point of calling it the Clump Crusher, because you can put on multiple layers and not have to worry about that. So I do feel like it doesn't clump up on me, and I actually really love this for my bottom lashes. My bottom lashes, they're really, really long anyways, so when I put this on, they look even longer and super dark and very just luscious looking, and I really love this. And it's another awesome drugstore find for me. And keeping with the drugstore theme, I found this eyebrow pencil from Milani at my local Walmart, and it's the Milani Easy Brow Automatic Pencil, the water resistant and natural taupe. And I showed this in my my haul video, I believe, that I posted a couple weeks back, and I was just wondering if natural taupe was going to work for me, because a lot of companies I've noticed on QVC or on the HSN when they sell makeup, that there's brands that have one pencil and it's supposed to be like a universal thing, and they describe the color as a taupe shade. So I figured, you know what, instead of paying $20, $30 for that and it not working, having to send it back, let me just try to find something that's cheaper, that's in the taupe shade. And I actually really like this one, and this is what it looks like. It has a spoolie, which is great. You can comb through the lashes, and then it's one of those like twist ups. I don't have to sharpen, I don't have to do any of that, which makes this a really great pencil to travel with or to keep in your makeup bag if you carry it in your purse. So that's what it looks like, and I'll do a little bit of a swatch there for you. So as you can see, the swatch here, it looks like a lighter brown, and you would think that it probably wouldn't work for my hair since it's really dark, almost black, but it actually does. It makes them look a little bit more natural, because I notice that whenever I use like dark brown powders or pencils, sometimes when it mixes with my natural color of my hair, which my eyebrow hair, they're really fine, but they're really dark, I notice that it looks really, really dark, even sometimes darker than my actual hair color. So I wanted something a little bit lighter. I have been using like the Brow Fantasy from Revlon. That one's a pretty good one, but it does have a little bit of a reddish tone to it. But anyways, this is actually a really great pencil. I really don't know how much of it you get in here, because you know sometimes when these twist up things, you don't really get a lot of product in them. But so far so good. As far as the water resistant quality, I can't really speak about that, just because I've never been in a situation where, you know, it's rainy or something, because we haven't had rain in a very long time. We're in a severe drought here in Colorado, so I am not too familiar with the Milani brand either. I want to expand my collection and kind of try some of their products out, so I may in the future get some more things from them. But I really like this. So far it's worked for me. I do notice that there is a tiny amount of like a sparkle to it, and I wouldn't say like a sparkle, there's just like a little bit of a sheen. And I thought that maybe when I swatched it for the first time on my hand, that maybe it was just because I had, you know, maybe some, makeup stuff or something on my hand. But then when I washed my hand and did it again, there was a little bit of a kind of like a silvery sheen to it. I'm not sure if you guys will notice that. but I definitely do when I swatch it. But for some reason when I put it on, I don't really see any sheen or shimmer or nothing sparkly. It just looks like a regular brow pencil. So if you get this and you notice that, don't be worried about it, because when you put it on, you don't really see it. Another thing that I wanted to share with you guys is a new product that I've been using for several months now, and I have been wanting to use it a little bit longer before mentioning it, just so that I can tell you more about it. And it is the new Bare Minerals, the Well Rested Face and Eye Brightener. And it's just like one of those illuminating pens, and the color is clear, and it just looks like a creamy color here, but it's one of these like twist up pens with a little bit of a brush tip applicator that you can just do a couple little swipes under your eye and kind of blend this in. And I know MAC has one that's very similar, but the ones from MAC I think have actual like pigmentation to it. And I'll show you. And the tip of mine is kind of dirty because I actually mix it with my concealer, which I've been loving, the Age Rewind Dark Circle Treatment Concealer for way over a year now. That I've just been loving the heck out of it. So that's the color of it. It has a little bit of a color, but when you blend it out, it just makes that area, as you can probably notice there, it just makes that area just a tad bit brighter, more refreshed, more awakened. And then when I set it with my Well Rested powder, which goes hand in hand with this product, it's just adding more illumination to it. I'm wearing it today, but it doesn't make my under eye area look too white or too, you know, reflective. You know how some brightening products can have some shimmer in it. This one actually doesn't have any of those like shimmery particles. It just, I guess the color of it is a brightening effect. And then you can take some of it and run it down the bridge of your nose like so, and kind of blend it in just to create a little bit of a kind of refreshed complexion. You can do it on the tops of your cheekbone. But I only use this under my eye area. It's just where I prefer to use the product. And when it dries, it doesn't crack or settle on my fine lines. It doesn't feel greasy or slippery. It just kind of dries to a nice dry finish, but don't confuse that with dry, cakey kind of nastiness on your eye. It just dries and it just looks like you didn't put anything on when it just kind of sets. So I really like this, and I believe it was Ulta that I got this from, or maybe Sephora. I'm not really sure, but I think both of them, Sephora and Ulta, carry this product. So if you're interested, go check them out. I think they may have one that's a pink tone, and I think that one's like another brightening one. But I just got the clear because, I don't know, that's just the one that I chose, and I happen to like it and love it. And then for my last couple things, I want to show you just some eyeshadows that I've been using. Like a look that I'm wearing today is pretty much what I've been going to a lot. Wearing a nice pop of color on my cheeks or on my lips. In this case, both, because I wanted to wear my new lip butter today. But simple eyeshadows that I have been loving just to create a little bit of a highlighted effect. Like today I'm wearing the colors from my Vice palette from Urban Decay, and I'll show you those in a second. But just so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. These are all of my MAC shadows, and like, for example, Brulee is a good brow highlight. I love Rice Paper. It's like a yellowy, kind of goldeny, shimmery, kind of satiny color. Floof is another good one. That's more of a very metallic-y finish. Then I like, this is Woodwinked and Satin Taupe, are two other very natural looking colors that are great for just every day. And then like today I'm wearing from the Vice palette, I'm wearing Anonymous as my highlight, which is a matte kind of creamy ivory color. I'm wearing Echo Beach, which is a beautiful kind of shimmery taupe on my lid. And then my eyeliner is a little bit of the Desperation, which is like a satiny gray finish. So I've been really loving especially these down here and this lace color as well, except for the Freebird. I don't really use too much. That one, and then a couple of these darker shades I use a lot. I did a tutorial just recently with this Chaos color, so be on the lookout for that. That will be up very soon, and I love the way it turned out, so hopefully you guys will love it too. So you don't have to have this Vice palette to get colors like that. I've seen colors like that from the drugstore, smaller palettes. They even have the Naked Basic palette, the Naked Basics palette, which is a bunch of just everyday wearable shades. Some are shimmery, some are matte, but that kind of gives you the idea of what I'm going for. Just something that I can probably just take a brush and put it on without using a mirror. That's kind of what I'm going for these days. So that is it for my favorites. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and it wasn't too long, and that you will find something that you want to try. If there's anything that I mentioned in the video that you would like to see a review on, feel free to leave me that information in the comment section of what you want me to review, and I'll be more than happy to do so. So thank you for joining me for this favorites video, and like I said before, I hope you find something that you would like to try, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!